In this video, I'm going to show you how to clean your fridge so that you can get it working like new again. A good working fridge should make ice within 6 hours running on propane. On electric, maybe it'll take it about 8 hours. The RV refrigerator is the most complex appliance on the house side of the RV, and they require a lot of maintenance. There's lots of places in there for bugs to nest, and that's the chief offender in an RV fridge. So you're going to need these items to get your fridge working properly. You need an air compressor. A cheap one will do. If you're going to own an RV, you need to have an air compressor. You need it for winterizing and for doing stuff like this, getting the bugs out. Make sure you set it to its highest setting, and make sure you have one of these nifty air blower attachments. You're also going to need a ladder, a little bit of bug spray. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. And you need a brush, copper brush. Don't use stainless steel, don't use plastic. Plastic could melt to the burner tube, and stainless steel could scratch the burner tube. Copper is what you want. So the first thing we need to do is remove these ports. And all you do is twist the little twisty. There are two of them. And you pull the top edge out, and they open right up. And set it down. You want to do the same thing with the top. As soon as you've set it down, give it a slight mist of the bug spray. Just a little bit. We want to do that while the refrigerator's off and while it's open and at the beginning, so that any flammable components in that bug spray will be gone by the time we reassemble it, so we don't have a fire. That's pretty important. So inside the bottom compartment, you're going to find some electronics, and then up over here is the burn tube. Okay? And you want to make sure the fridge has been off for a while before you remove the cover. And your burn tube may look a little bit different from mine, but this is in general what they look like. At the end of this burn tube is where the flame comes out, and that's the part that can get a little bit dirty over time. So we're just going to take our copper brush, and as best we can get in there, we're going to give it a quick little brush. We don't have to be too worried because we're using copper, so we're not going to scratch it or damage it. So that tube hopefully is clean. The next step is to come in here with some compressed air. And we don't want to blow through this hole, because that would blow any deposits that are in there into the end of the tube, and that's no good. We want to blow through the opening as best we can. And that should blow any deposits that are in there out this hole. So we should be good to go. You should have a nice blue flame that looks just like that. So I've got the upper access panel off now, and I'm going to climb my ladder, and we're just going to give a quick inspection. And so here you can see the top of the refrigerator, and it's hard to see this, but right down here there's a little chimney, and that little chimney is where spiders love to live. So I'm going to show you how to clean that chimney. While you're up here, you should also spray all those fins and get as far down with the compressed air as you can. So you want to spray the fins and get any debris or any dust that's in those fins out of it. And that's fixed. And then the next thing is the chimney. Now that chimney I'm going to have to show you separately. So the chimney on the fridge has a T shape on top of it. And that T is to keep debris and water from falling down in. And the problem is you can't just spray in one side, because the air is going to go right through the other side and it's never going to go down. So what you need to do is reach in with your hand and spray in through the top, and that'll force the air all the way down to the bottom. And you'll see cobwebs come out the bottom if you look. So I have to actually put my hand in there and cover one side, and then put the air compressor's nozzle in the other side. And then I'm spraying all the way down the tube. And that's getting any cobwebs, spiders, and other matter out of that chimney. And the last step is to replace the panels. Make sure they're in there nice and tight. There's nothing worse than losing a panel, because at least on my rig, they've been painted custom and they're going to be expensive. If your fridge is working like new, there should be just a little bit of frost across the tops. As you use the fridge more and more, frost is going to appear everywhere. But initially, it should be even across the top. It shouldn't just be in the center. If it's just in the center, you've got a problem.